Now, is it working? Is it working? Is it working? I am not. Is it working? Okay. So here's the issue. The overlay did not come through, which is what we wanted to test here. So welcome to the live stream. I am going to attempt the overlay script again. And we'll just go ahead and reset it. The audio may change. So let's give that a try. I'm going to Did that reset? Okay, did work. And because I had to change the audio filters, I'm getting a lot of static from the air conditioner. Let me go turn that off. Okay, let's see if that makes any difference. Okay, a little quieter. Okay, good. Okay, I'm not really sure why the first time around that didn't work. As you can see here, we have an overlay. I have just for placements, and I'll show this later on. Over here, I have my logo. Over here, I have my logo. I have a like button here if you care to like. And I have a subscribe. I could have moved the subscribe up a little bit and the like over a little bit, but I was trying to avoid the watermark over here, even though I have my own watermarks there. So that's something I can fix in the future. So this is the overlay, and I'm just having a cup of coffee while I was setting everything up. And as I mentioned earlier, I had to run the air conditioner just because I wanted to get it cool enough in here to so I didn't have to run it during the live stream. And what's the temperature in my office, you might say? That's a good question. The batteries died on, and let's see if I can get to my batteries without hitting my mic stand, and I did hit it. Okay, well, that should be good enough. So the batteries died, so let's go ahead and replace those batteries. And I'm in a tangle of wires. So first things first, let's take the old batteries out. And my no contact tweezers over here are good for that. Just easier to get these out because this box doesn't have one of those pull tabs, which I haven't seen actually in a while. Excuse me. So take the old batteries out. We'll put those aside, and I'll start grabbing them right out of the charger and put the new batteries in. And just go ahead and make sure everything is in here tight. and take these batteries and go ahead and put them into the charger. And run a couple more checks while I'm at it. Let's see. Okay, that is working. Closed captioning seems to be working. Seems to be. And of course, I'm burping on camera. So let's go ahead and close up this box. And I'm still having issues with this, and part of it has to do with this still has the MicroPython code in it, and you'll sort of see what that issue is. So if I go ahead and turn that on, yep, okay, it didn't make a fool out of me. As you can see, it just randomly loads up whatever is on however these chips are loaded, and it displays nothing useful. And usually I have to power cycle it several times to get it to read, and it's not really on camera right now, getting it to read the DS18B20 sensor. I think that's the correct sensor. It's been a while. So go ahead and start it up again, and okay, that worked. And actually, that's actually kind of lucky. Usually it takes me several tries at that, and it's 70 degrees in here, so it's comfortable now. It was probably closer to 75 earlier this morning, and hopefully throughout this live stream it will get better. So I still want to take these 18650s and get them to power here instead of the rechargeable 9 volts, but there's a couple other things I want to do with that too. And it's already getting warmer in here, but then again, I'm right next to one of my computers, my Mac Mini. So let me go take this off this desk. And because it's a breadboard, make sure I don't disturb it too much. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be doing is editing the video where I took the pudding cups and drilled them and made little pots for the seeds. And we'll be doing that in a moment. I'll show you the overlays I've done with the X11 grab to fit into there. But one of the issues is, oh, there it is. Is the battery for my drill. This is an old drill that I got from somewhere, and it's supposed to be 18 volts. And if we go ahead and measure that, let's see what we get. And let me see if I can get this on screen. And I don't know which one's the, well, that looks like negative, that looks like positive. And we're about 17 and a third, yeah. So still not at the, and I just pulled this off the charger right before the live stream. Yeah, grabbed the battery, grabbed my coffee, grabbed some cough drops. So what I'd like to use is these cells. I've opened this up before. I'm not going to do that now. Maybe that'll be a future live stream. Yeah, these are not the right size cells for this. It's the smaller ones, the ones that look more like a AA battery. And that, so I can't do a 1-for-1 swap with the cells in here. So it's probably 1 or 2 cells in there, and I'm not 100% sure what the current rating is on these, but I believe they're 2200 milliamps or 2.2 amp hours. So 5 of these, if they're 3.6 volts, should be able to power this just as well. But again, yeah, I probably will do it on a live stream because I'm a glutton for punishment. So the other things I'm doing is I'm still playing around with this aluminum foil ball. It's actually become like a stress ball on my desk. I'm going to just keep adding to it. I may do that on live streams. I may not. So I have a total of, right now, without dropping things off my desk, 4 of these. Yeah, I think, yeah. There were 4 of these inside one of these cells. So let's see, that should be 3.6 and not fully charged. I have a charger somewhere I need to build. So I have 3.6 times 4 is 14.4. And these have a rating of 8.4. So we could try to figure out the math on that, but I'm just with 4400 milliamps. So I'm assuming if I get 5 of these, let's try to figure that out. So 40. Let's just go 4.4. Let me actually get this on the screen. So 4.4 divided by 4. Wait. No, that's not right because amperage in series does not add together. So let's try something else. Let's try to figure this out by watt hours. So 8.4 times 4.4 is, let's just say 37 watt hours. Okay. Now let's divide that with what we assume is the correct. So 2500. Okay. Should be 2.5. So that's about what I assumed. And this is just off the cuff math. There's probably, well, I do know there's some circuitry in here because like I said, I've opened up one of these. So that would be somewhat measuring, and I don't really know best way to measure this. And hold on 1 second, I just noticed something. So what did I say? 8.4 times 4.4, 36. Okay, it's saying 33 watt hours. I didn't even notice that on the label. And I was chatting on the Sean Powers live stream yesterday, and I was hoping he had, or somebody had, a way of removing these without just cutting them off. Because as if you've seen on my other live streams, I tried to use a soldering iron, but I think the best thing to do is just clip off as much of this excess off and then just re-solder wiring to it. And this one is, I may just clip off this little clip there and have a 7.2 volt cell. I do have somewhere in one of my drawers some shrink wrap, so I could always do it that way. And I think I have shown that I've got a PVC pipe, and these cells fit in there nicely. So I can go ahead, or relatively nicely. So make a 10-inch pipe for 4 of these, and I think that's 2.5 inches wide. So 12-inch pipe to do the those 5 for the drill, and that might just be inconvenient for the drill. So I may have to figure a way to just stack these sort of like that. And this is all going to be a lot smaller than the drill battery, so I may still be able to use the overall shell of it, and instead of having the cells that are in there like this, lay them flat in there and still use that the shell, or in the drill itself. The drill itself just has those 2 terminals, so I can try to wire in something between those 2 terminals once I figure out which is the correct negative and positive, and that should work out. Okay. So let's go ahead and work on that video editing. We'll do that for a little bit. It's been 20 minutes into here, just talking about some random things. So I did download the previous live stream. So, well, let me not get ahead of myself. What I had done in the previous live stream was that I downloaded I recorded myself drilling and doing whatnot to these and creating seed cups. And from there, I then downloaded it, and I just edited it out. I took off probably about an hour of stuff I did before it. So that was an hour and 52-minute live stream. I have it down to about 39 minutes, and I think that's only about 10 minutes of me actually doing the task. So I have that loaded up into Shotcut. So let me go switch over to, well, I have that loaded up into Shotcut, but I want to show some other things first. Actually show you what I've done with these scripts. So I'm going to switch over using the current overlay. Hopefully that doesn't get into the screen too much. Actually, I may have to switch back. I think the overlay I have, because of the screen resolution, is not going to work correctly. But let's test that out. Okay, I'm going to go switch to the X11, and I'll switch over now. Did that switch over? Yes, it switched over. Oh, and it did keep the formatting. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. But this is not really in the places where I want it to be. But I'm glad that it keeps the resolution, or keeps the items in place. So this is here, the subscribe, the like is over here, and the two watermarks of the overlay are here, and still have the overlay actually underneath. So let's take a look at the scripts. So let's take a look at the one we're looking at right now, which is the X11 with overlay. And on here, this one doesn't have too many changes except for the overlay. But so all this is the same, and we could always change around this to get the if I only want to view, say, this screen. Okay, the mouse is on screen. Okay, just wanted to make sure. So if I only want to do this, I can go ahead and pull that out. So this is all the same. This is, I've added this variable, the overlay.png. And I did this because eventually I'm going to make it so the GUI system you can select an overlay. So right now I have to, this overlay is just like a temporary file that I just overwrite with whatever overlay I'm using. And nothing really changed here. Checking. Yep, nope. Okay, so here's the basically I just put the input as an overlay. I did not put a format. I probably should. Okay, I have the scale to reference. So this is what is keeping that overlay the correct size. Without that, it wasn't really working correctly. But since I'm using the filter complex, I can't use the audio filter I use without converting that to the filter complex, which I need to play around with the documentation some more to figure out exactly how filter complex works. Still outputting as a FLV file, and the bitrate as 3 I guess it's megabits per second. So YouTube wants it at 2.5, and the stream is healthy, so this is working good. And the other thing I've changed here is the plug HW. I've changed to use card 3.8, which is the audio device for the mic that I'm using right now. This is sort of in line with the UDEV video I did. Unfortunately, I didn't do a full test on that because I was mainly covering the UDEV portion and not the FFMPEG portion. So let me go show you what I had to change with that. Oops. So now let's go ahead and look at the webcam overlay file. Okay, so I added this in because I was getting an issue where it wasn't reading the webcam main, and I couldn't figure out why. So again, using that same overlay.png. So what I had to do here is, since the webcam main is a symbolic link, and hold on a second, just in case you haven't seen that UDev video, let me go ahead and put that into the chat. Not the image location. Link location. Okay, that's what I want, I think. And paste that. That looks right. Okay. So that's the UDev video. So in there, I did not add this format to use the video for Linux 2. So that I had to add. I added it to all of them. Again, the same filter complex, and everything else is basically the same. So now to get the overlay to change, as you can see here, I've made one for the editing. So I just need to copy overlay editing to overlay, and that does not change the overlay immediately. At least I don't think it changes the overlay immediately. Yeah, so at some point it may reset and refresh it, but I think this is something that's just statically in the memory of FFmpeg. So what we can do is just go back to Zenity, and I've added both the webcam overlay and the X11 grab overlay to load those two files. And let's go ahead and reset this overlay. So we're just going to go back to the X11 grab, and hopefully this doesn't crash the stream. Yes. Okay, it should be resetting. Hopefully it reset. Okay. Now you can see the new settings, and I'm just going to cat the GUI.sh. So everything is basically the same, except for I added in those two selections there, and the same thing with selection.sh. I added a 9 and 10. Eventually I'll fix all that stuff to make everything look pretty, but that could be a future video. So what I'm going to do here is, because I was having the problem with the UDev stuff, I did not create a loopback. So I don't have a way of display, having the audio display, or the audio sound through FFmpeg right now. I've been playing around trying to do a loopback device of some sort. Same thing with trying to do a video loopback device, and we'll worry about that at another time. So I'll try to talk you through what I'm doing here without the audio, and maybe I'll do another one. So let's just make sure I can hear through my headphones. Okay. Okay, this is me all talking. Yeah, me just talking and getting everything ready. So this is, yeah, I'm talking about setting everything up. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, you may hear the fan going. It's getting a little hot, I think. Let me double check that. I do have the temperature monitor running. Okay, it's in the 70s. It might, if it gets too hot, I'll stop editing. So this is all still getting everything up. I could have edited this all out, but this is a lot of what I do when I do my editing. Is I just start recording and I don't stop and start, because an issue with that is forgetting to start recording again, which I've done more than once, or I've had it have an issue where it started recording, didn't record. I overwrote the file, which I could probably make a script that creates a temporary file with a unique file name. And me still trying to figure out all the stuff I'm using. So this is 2 minutes of just stuff. Okay, and me burping on screen on live cam. Okay, so this is me doing a countdown. So I'll start. So I'm hitting the S key, and the S is the same as the split. Now, if I was to hit the delete key, this will delete it, but leave everything in place. So the video would still start at the 2 minutes and 14 seconds. But if I hit X, if I hit X, it deletes it and brings this to, well, in this case, to the start of the video. But if I was cutting out a section, it would just merge it to that next section. So I'm going to hit X. And this is one of the issues that with this is it still keeps the head at 2 minutes 14 seconds. But if I hit Alt and the left arrow, it brings me back here. So let me go ahead and start editing this. Let's see, what is my audio at? And my audio is let's see if I remove the, okay, that's not max. Let's see if I play it here. Okay, that might work. Let me try to do an audio test with that, see how that sounds. Okay, I'm going to just do an audio test. Give me a moment. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so I don't need my headphones on. I almost put those on the, oh, I'm not using the camera right now, but I will eventually. So let's go ahead. 2, 3. Welcome back. In today's video. Okay, so go ahead, and we can see on the audio here where that was. So the way I normally edit is I try to do it in 3 passes. The first pass is going to be just getting out general stuff like me mumbling to myself and all the stuff you hear on the live stream, but gets edited out in a normal video. So let's cut there, cut that out, and let's go ahead and play. I'm just going to do general cuts in this video, and hopefully it's not a 37-minute, because I think I did a bunch of stuff after this. So this is probably about, I want to say, 5 to 10 minutes worth of stuff. And right now we are at 38 minutes on this live stream. Let's see how far we get through that far doing this first pass.
Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and do some planting. And we're just going to reuse some cups from regular pudding. So the first thing we need to do is make some drainage holes in here. And we'll go ahead and just use a standard drill. A knife or anything.
So this is, lately I've been doing, like what you're watching right now is videos on the screen. And a lot of times it's just sitting there, something like that, where nothing is changing on the screen, so I can do the audio edits a lot better without it being as obvious. Because thus taking out a quarter second, there's no movement. This is going to probably cause an issue, so I'm probably going to be hesitant about what I'm cutting out.
And we'll just drill two holes on each side. Should give enough drainage, and you can put them on the bottom. I like to have so it can have a little bit of a reservoir of water in there.
Yes, like that. I might be able to edit that out. Actually, let's see. So let's see. Finish this. I'm not actually doing anything on screen, so I might be able to do that without any big issues. So I can split it there. And that second, that's going to be in the second pass. But, and I just added enough. Split it there. And now you can see when I use the X command, it merges them together. And let's just make sure that that seems okay. Wow, there are a lot of us in here. This is going to be fun.
It gives it...
Okay.
It gives it a little bit of...
Oh, God. This is one of the reasons I created this channel, is to get better at speaking / public speaking. So let's take that out and let's see how that sounds.
It gives it a little bit of, it gives it the ability to retain some water if you don't get around to watering it. So, in there with...
I don't know if I want to leave that so in there either.
Vermiculite, just a small bit for right now, and not trying to get this on my desk, and some perlite. And then for the soil, you can use different types of soil. I'm using Miracle-Gro potting mix. It has food in it. It says for up to food in it for 6 months. So it's not just dirt, even though I'm just going to keep calling it dirt through this video probably.
Okay, no real places where I really want to edit it because of, like I said, the video portion. So,
and, put like
but I really want to remove all those filler words. Okay, that not really saying anything there, so that might be a spot where I can add in a call to action like the like button or something like that. So that's actually usually on my third pass is where I add in all the added options.
Go ahead and then mix that up a little bit. And then you repeat. Just keep adding little vermiculite. Then you can add some soil, dirt, compost, whatever you have. And a little bit of perlite. And it doesn't really matter the order that you use it.
So I may make a thing that says something about like it can matter the order, but it's more the ratio. That's something I can add in.
Do it in layers.
And I don't. The rough edit of this or the more fine edit of this, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. Well, let's see how long this is, because that I'm really gonna need to listen more, and listening through the speaker just, well, it's not really my process, and I may just be quiet during it, so it's just gonna be silence on the live stream, which isn't very entertaining.
Get a little bit of a mixture going.
Let's see, can I remove anything right there?
A mixture going.
So if I split it there, let's just add a split. Okay, and then split it there. That'll take out, what, like a half a second? Oh, wow, 3 seconds. So, whoa, I was going to hit delete. Okay, well, let me show you. If I hit delete, it leaves that gap there. And then I would have to manually move it until it hits together. So that's why I use the X.
And if you do it in layers, then you can get a little bit of a mixture going. And just try to get rid of some of those clumps. And you can go all the way to the top if you want. Just go pull this little wig out.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that in my background, but I have a fly flying around my office. I can try to zap it later. But back to the editing.
Because it's kind of interfering with my mixing.
If I recall correctly, I think this is only maybe 4 to 5 minutes.
And put this in here. This is a mixture of different types of olives. Some are green olives, some are Spanish olives, some are another type of olive that starts with M.
I should probably find my jars of olives and figure out what type of olive that was. Or I can do... Let's do types of olives. Let's do let me also double check the... Okay, temperature's still good. Once it hits 80, I may be concerned. So I'm thinking if I'm already hitting 80 degrees, I may not be able to render this without overheating. That Manzilia. Let's see. Pronounce Manzan. Why does it want to say O? Maybe Manzil. Small reddish roundish olive. Okay. Okay. Let's see how to pronounce. Let's see if that says it. Does it have an audio file? Yeah, and this is going off a little off topic, but this is sort of what I do when I edit. Is I try to find. Let's see, will this? No, that's gonna search pronunciation. Will this play? Okay, English. Let's see, this one has a rating. Let's see. Okay, maybe. Not sure where that got put, or if it recorded or how it went, but I'll go back to that later. Let's go back to editing.
And I'll just, it's kind of branchy in that scoop, so I'm just going to add one more scoop there.
Yeah, that mix was kind of chunky, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But in those small cups, it did take up a lot of space. And it's sort of like my compost that I have outside. I have a lot of my hedging. I did cut I have a pine bush outside. I did some hedging, and I didn't run those through my grinder. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank right now. The thing to chop up branches. So I just put it in there, so I have it's very viney and stuff, which is good for base layers, but once I add in higher layers, it becomes a problem.
And then
Okay, I might be able to take out something there because I don't think I don't even know if I should include that end because I'm kind of talking while I'm doing this and not concentrating too much. Okay, and what was that, a second? Yep, about a second.
in that scoop, so I'm just going to add one more scoop there. And then I am going to just take a Sharpie, and on all four sides, I'm just going to make an O. Because the only two things I'm planting in these for right now are olives and cherries. So I'm just going to use a single letter to mark them.
Okay, that's a big gap. Let's see, what did I say here?
So,
yeah, I don't need that so either. So, let's see, once that goes off screen. Okay, so, and I added in a so in this video. So,
now we just...
okay, and I could split it there, and visually it shouldn't make a big difference, and orderly it gets rid of that dead space, and what was it? That was several seconds, and let's just take a listen to it again.
Now we just go ahead and go through that and do it again. And I'll fast forward through that so you don't need to sit and watch me drill and scoop at full speed. And then I'll probably throw a song in from YouTube's.
Okay, let me leave this as one. Okay, I think that was just an editing note, so I'm gonna start the split here.
Sit and watch me drill and scoop at full speed.
Okay.
And I'll probably throw a song in from YouTube's.
Yeah. So this is going to take out a big chunk of this.
Probably seen that I usually use take me out to the ball game, but use anything and I'll just.
Yeah, I think I was just using this because this was part of the live stream and I didn't want to leave dead space in the live stream, which I've probably done several times in this one already.
Yeah, fast forward. I don't keep it to a.
All this audio, I'll show you in a moment, but I'm going to basically detach all this audio of me just rambling.
Standard speed. I vary the speed. I do with that. I usually just okay. This.
Yeah, usually I try to keep it within, okay, once this is done, I'm going to make this section 15 seconds long or something to that effect.
Section should take a minute.
Which is what I just said on the live stream previously.
If anyone wants, I can always do that video on that on Shotcut.
Kind of what I'm going to do here anyway, but okay.
This actually might not be a bad idea. So, what I may do for the next video, because I'm really not set up, and I'd have to wait for this live stream to end so I can download it, so I can pull out the parts.
Is what I'm doing right now, which is editing the video. Yeah, hopefully this is sounding okay. Otherwise, this is going to be a very boring live stream for the two people that are watching it right now. And
So when I do download it, I know where I need to go in the video. So the next video I'll do is I'll try to see if Shotcut will run while FFMPEG is running, or if I'll just crash everything early.
well, it's still running, so that's a good test. Getting close to 80 degrees still, though. Okay, it's getting a little choppy.
This is where I'll stop the fast forward and 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so I'll split it there. And let's see how big this is. This is 2.5 minutes. So if I right click here and I detach the audio, what that's going to do is that's going to create a separate audio track just of that 2.5 minutes right there. And we can just go ahead and delete that section. And then see, I guess I'll make it like 15 seconds. So 2.5, what did I say? 2 minutes, 26 seconds. So that's 146 seconds if my math is correct. Divided by 15. Okay, we'll go with 10 times. So we make sure that section is, and then we go to properties and speed. So we hit 10. We hit here, and it should tell me how small it's going to make it. Yeah, it's going to make it 14 seconds. Okay, that's good. Apply. And now, this is the issue. It didn't automatically move this space over, so I'm going to have to move this 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes 15 seconds actually. So I'll merge that in together and go ahead and again, this is where I'll add in the audio from YouTube Studios audio library.
some cherry seeds or cherry pits, and these are from store-bought cherries, so not sure if they have the ability to grow. And throw those in, and just top it off with a little bit more of this soil. And I'm going to put this in an area with a grow light for a few weeks. And then once I see that it's sprouting, I'm going to keep watering it. Then we'll go ahead and put those out.
Okay. And a split. Okay, so if you just want to move the head, the reed head, just a little bit by 0.01 seconds, you can use the left and right arrows. So add another split there, hit X, and get rid of that dead space. And it looks like I have even more dead space.
Then we'll go ahead and put those outside. So it's...
Okay, I'm assuming I'm going to have a split here. Let's see. Okay. Whoops.
Second week of May.
Okay, that's... Didn't do what I wanted to do, so split that there. Close that.
So it's second week of May. Hopefully by June I have it ready to go out, and I will give you some updates, not as a video, as a post on my community tab. So go ahead and subscribe so you can take a look at that.
What is that spiking audio? Let me take a listen to that.
Updates, not as a video, as a post on my community tab. So go ahead and subscribe so you can take a look.
I was moving something around. Probably because I was doing the live stream.
Look at that, or check out some of my videos on FFMPEG, Linux, Raspberry Pi, Pico.
So over there, I have some of these as that I can use as overlays, or yeah, I guess they're overlays, but not all of them. I'll probably have to download something for Raspberry Pi Pico because I haven't done anything with that recently, or since I've started doing editing in Shotcut and adding in these overlays.
In any case, thank you for watching. You have a great day.
Okay, so that should be where that ends. So just over 5 minutes. Let me just make sure I didn't redo that ending again.
And then hopefully I can edit that, and I may have to
Okay, yeah.
like some cutaways or something like that.
Okay. So there's that I can go ahead, and I can either hit delete or X. There's no thing after that. So I'm just going to hit delete. And this is 5 minutes and 7 seconds as it stands right now. So that was the rough cut of what I do with the editing. And then I go through and I try to cut out all those little filler words. And that just took, what I say, we started at 38 minutes of this live stream, and now we're at an hour. So that was about a half hour to do a rough cut of a 5-minute video. So this video is not one that I'm in a hurry to do. So, but I am going to take a break for a minute, and what we'll do is we will switch back to the webcam for some more stuff. Okay, so that's running the GUI. So I'm going to copy the overlay basic to overlay. Oh yeah, let me change this audio now, because that's going to drive me nuts. Okay, lower that. Throw it into, usually I have this in airplane mode. I did a system update of some sort and it took out the change. So let's go ahead and that I saved. What's the temperature at? 72. Okay, let's go back to Zenity and let's go with the webcam with overlay. Hit OK. And I'm going to hit yes. Did it switch over? Hopefully it switched over. Did it switch over? Okay, it switched over. Maybe, kinda. Okay. So I don't need my coffee cup. Let me go put that somewhere. But I will need this battery. Because, and I don't need any of these other batteries. So put that away. I need to find a good spot to put these, so I don't end up shorting them out on my desk by accident. And we'll go ahead and just drill some more of these. Might as well. So now another thing I want to try to do is, like I said, putting the audio in the video files that I do. But sort of the way I did the overlay, add a second audio source, so I could just have something from the YouTube audio library playing, or some other royalty-free audio playing. And I should have changed this, because I still have that issue here where the like button is there and the subscribe is there. Just move those a little. It'll all work out. Yeah, because what I could do is just have audio play, some type of audio playing, and go ahead and do the drilling, and without you having to deal with the sound. But let's just get all these cups done so I can do some more planting. I'm probably going to do this planting outside so I don't continue to make a mess on my desk. And gonna deal with just two holes in each. I think I have different sizes of these. Oh, I thought it died on me already. Okay, everything seems to still be going. Just double check something. I'm having a little bit of a lag, possibly, maybe so. No, everything seems to be okay. gonna have to check my email in a few minutes, see if how long I can keep this live stream going, because it's kind of the middle of the day. If I had people on here, I would just go ahead and say I'll deal with it, but I may have to get some work done. I'm gonna have to make some phone calls in a little bit. Probably should make lunch, but I had a late breakfast. I was getting stuff ready for this and doing some other work and forgot to eat breakfast until like 10 o'clock. Now it's like 2, about 4 hours ago. Okay, so I got all those drilled. Should I get some more? I have some more downstairs. So let's... well, this is all filled up. I might as well do that. So what I am going to do is... I still have not made a break video. Is I'm going to need to manually edit the select.com file. I really should just call the intro video break video at this point, but whatever. And change that to a 2. And I will go ahead and get some more of these. Get some more of those. We'll put this on my desk so I don't trip over it when I come back. And the other thing I need to do is get the zenity to stay in one spot. There's probably a setting to say go to the top right hand corner or something like that. So let's see if I screw this up. So it should go to the kill all FFMPEG and then go back to the webcam. So let's go ahead to the intro video, which is also my break video at this point, and I'll be back in a minute. Don't know what's going on. Why is this not working? Okay. Okay, so it did convert it over. Okay. Okay, so let's so I have a whole bunch more of these, and I'll just go ahead and drill some of them. I only have one person watching now, so I wonder what happened with that. Guess they got tired of waiting for Maybe. Okay. Actually, it's showing 0 concurrent. So, part of the issue with doing it this way is every time it resets all the statistics in YouTube Studio. So I'm hoping that my next phase of this, which is going to be the C programming, didn't clean out these too well, and I'll rinse them out later, and they'll have drainage holes already. So there's two things. One is I was playing around with a loopback device, a video loopback device, so I can just have FFMPEG feed into that loopback device, and that loopback device is constantly running the other session of FFmpeg, so I don't have to I don't need to delete the one that is running the RMTP to YouTube, so that will always stay active. But to do that, I need to not use the kill all command. So I need to find a way to know the process ID. And one of the ways I am planning on doing that is using exec-c. And with exec-c, I can go ahead and run the script, get the process ID from the script using, I believe it's echo. Is it echo at or echo exclamation point exclamation? I did a quick test on that, and that feed that into another file, and that file will have the process ID of that version, that instance of FFmpeg. So then I know the process ID, so I can kill a specific instance and have the other instance running. So that's one way. The other way is I have the C program running the RMTP server, and that's taken in from the FIFO pipe. And from the FIFO pipe, that program is constantly running, so I can just feed stuff from FFmpeg into that FIFO pipe, and then I don't need to worry because that other program should be running unless when I close the FIFO or stop streaming to the FIFO pipe, something else happens. Excuse me. So there's a bunch of different things I can do with that, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to do the weekly live streams as I'm doing these, because in all reality it's a 5-minute live stream to test. Like literally I could have just ran a webcam and tested with the overlays, and then switch to the X11 Grab and check that with the overlays. It's not necessary. Well, for the most part, it's not necessary. And so I don't know, I feel that just doing a 5-minute live stream may not be worthwhile, but I'm not getting many viewers, at least not many viewers during the live stream. I'm getting a few after the fact. But also, doing it longer also allows me to find if there's any issues. Like, when I came back from the break video, I had to restart the FFMPEG because it just, YouTube didn't grab it. It was just buffering and it almost timed out. So, yeah, do a couple more of these. I definitely should have cleaned some of these out. That'll be what I'll do after here. Oh yeah, and I never checked my email. Let's see, is there anything critical that I need to work on? No? Nothing? No, just up. Let's see, a voicemail. That doesn't look like it's for me. Maybe there's no transcript. I will worry about that later. Not something. It's probably somebody that just hung up. So, not something I need to worry about. I got 14 of these done, and let's see, can I get up to 20? And once I get 20 done, I'll, oops, that started to roll. Then I'll worry about doing some other stuff. I still want to go ahead and show you some other things, I think. So that was 15. Do I do another 5? Yeah, I'll leave it at there. So let's maybe go back to doing that editing. Okay, hopefully I don't drop. Okay, the saw should be so. How many more do I have here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let me just do those last 4, and the rest I need to actually rinse out. And actually rinse out pretty good. Really should get these probably a little closer to the bottom. These may end up oversaturating. Oh yeah, this is a little one, so let me get this closer. And this is actually a lot thinner too. Yeah, and it was thinner, so it actually was a little harder to, because I didn't want to put too much pressure and drill my hand, because that wouldn't be good. I'm just putting some light pressure while I'm drilling these. And my Leaning Tower of Pisa is actually getting too big. Luckily this is the last one. Okay, so those are all drilled. Put my drill there. My Leaning Leaning Tower of Pisa. And I'm going to do the test again with the brake video, even though that brake video is so horrible. And then switch over the overlay. And this is sort of just a test to see if I can switch everything over quickly enough. So, actually, I'm going to copy overlay editing. To overlay PNG. And then change this to the break video, which is 2. Or the intro video is 2. Like I said, I don't have a break video. And then kill all FFMPEG. And hopefully that switches over to the break video, and then I can switch back over to the webcam with overlay. So let's give that a try. Did that switch over correctly? Hopefully it did. So I'm trying to do some analyzing here and try to figure out what's going on with that break video. And yeah, don't know. But let's go back to here. Let's see if I can get this down to maybe 4 minutes and change. Lately I've been trying to get my videos down to under 8 minutes, which this one already is going to be. And the reason for that is I'm not in the YouTube partner program yet, so I have no control over any ads that are being seen. And because of that, I can't stop anything over 8 minutes to having a ton of mid-roll ads. And that's, I've heard from friends of mine that have watched some of my videos. They're like, why are you putting so many ads in? I'm like, I don't have a choice. No one said it in comments yet, but it's only a matter of time. So here we're going to go and do a little bit more fine tuning. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. That might be a little bit too much, but let's just stick with that.
Welcome back.
Okay, do I want to take out this little bit, and let's see how long. What was that? 1/8 of a second. Oh. And okay. So I lifted it from the track. Now if I hit X, what do they call that? Remove from track. Okay, so if you hit delete, it lifts it, and if you hit X, you remove it. Okay, that's. I was moving a little fast on the screen. Yeah, maybe that would be better.
Back. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and do some planting.
Okay. Okay, my hand's still in the way. Okay, that should be a good spot to... Oh. Okay. That was a mistake. I switched over to the webcam instead of the X11, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. Sorry about that. That's been going on for like 3 minutes. Let me go back and switch over to the X11 with the editing process. Wasn't paying attention to what was going on, so let's switch that over again. Sorry. And hopefully you're back onto the screen with the editing. I just saw that it came back from the break video and I did not pay attention. That's one of the issues with the FFMPEG is I have no real good way to monitor it unless I switch and look over onto my YouTube studios. And yeah, so what I was saying is, so if I hit delete and it doesn't remove it, it's going to call it lift from track, which is not what I want. If I hit X is called remove from track, which gets rid of that dead space. Let's give it a little bit of a listen again.
And do some planting. And we're just going to reuse some cups from...
I want to do something there.
Use some cups from regular pudding.
Okay, let me get rid of that let's see if I can get rid of that oh, there's an there. Actually, let me go back a little further. It's not, because of the live stream, I'm not really paying attention.
And we're just going to reuse some cups from regular pudding.
Regular I guess I can leave that.
Regular pudding. So the first thing we need to do is make some drainage holes in here. And we'll go ahead and just use a standard drill.
I guess I can leave that.
You can use anything, a knife or anything. And we'll just drill two holes on each side. Should give enough drainage, and we don't...
Let's see. That should be where the starts. Cut it there. And cut it there. Maybe. Mix that out. Let's see how that looks on screen.
Give enough drainage, and we don't want...
Oh, that actually seemed to transition fine.
Give enough drainage, and we don't want... You can put them on the bottom. I like to have so it can have a little bit of a reservoir of water in there. You do risk some
it's a little bit tricky.
root rot with doing it that way, but we will
okay, let's go ahead and just remove that little section. Let's see.
We will, it gives it a little bit of
okay, that I can get rid of, I think. Let's see.
It gives it the ability to retain some water if you don't get around to watering it. So,
okay, that so can get, I can get rid of that.
So,
okay, let me go double check, make sure I'm not overheating. Okay. Not getting any stream issues with YouTube Studios. Let's see, had that jump.
around to watering it. In there, we're going to add some
Not great, but okay.
vermiculite. Just a small bit for right now, and not try to get this on my desk. And some perlite. And then for the soil, you can use different types of.
Let's see, I can get some of that out because I don't think the screen moved. Let's see.
For the soil, you can use.
I can split it there.
Different.
Split it there, maybe a little bit before that. Split it there. And get that out.
You can use different types of soil. I'm using Miracle-Gro.
Let's see if I can get that out without it too much of a video chop. I still want bringing the bag in.
Miracle-Gro potting mix. It has food in it.
Okay, that was just dead space, so I can get rid of that. And look over here on the screen and just try to get it where it's, as I start to speak. A lot of times when I'm doing this editing, I'm more focused on what is here with the audio track than I am what is on screen, because I know for the most part it's not very, doesn't change as much. But here with the webcam, it makes a lot more, or it's more problematic, I should say.
Has food in it. It says for up to. That. Food in.
Do I want to leave that? Spilt that. Yeah, I'm going to leave that.
For 6 months, so it's not.
Okay, that's just dead space. Okay, so there. X that out.
It's not just dirt, even though I'm just going to keep calling it dirt through this video probably. And
Yeah, that. Okay, let's see.
through this video probably.
Okay, cut it there. And don't need that. And this video is under 5 minutes.
Video probably. Put like 2 or 3 scoops of that in.
Okay, that was...
And
Okay, so spoon is off the screen. Okay, let's move it back to right before the spoon comes back on. Okay, that's a good spot. And that's 2¼ seconds that we can pull out.
and go ahead and then
What? What did I say?
that in. And go ahead and then mix that up a little bit. And then you repeat. Just keep adding little vermiculite. Then you can add some soil, dirt, compost, whatever you have.
Okay, that's dead space, dead video and dead audio for right there. Let's see. Okay. Wait until all this spoon comes in. Not taking out as much as I thought. Okay, there. Yeah, it's a second off. It's just these little things that you do in the editing, and let's see.
Have a little bit of perlite. And it doesn't really matter the order that you fuse it. If you do it in layers,
Let's see.
fuse it. If you do it in layers.
Let's see. Can I get that out? If I get there and there, it's only like what, ½ second, 16th, 1/8 of a second. The video shouldn't jump too much.
You do it in layers, then you can get a little bit of a mixture going.
Okay, let's see.
A little bit of a mixture.
Okay, let's see if I cut it there and cut it there. Let's see how that looks.
Bit of a mixture going. And
I think that looks okay.
try to get rid of some of those clumps. And you can go all the way to the top if you want. Just don't pull some twig out because it's kind of interfering with my mixing. And I'm going to take one of my olive pits.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave that in. There's a little bit of movement.
This is a mixture of different types of olives. Some are queen olives, some are Spanish olives, some are another type of olive that starts with M.
Okay, so 2 minutes, or approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is about halfway through the video. I need to add in. I'll go ahead and save that. Add in that word as an overlay.
And I'll just, it's kind of branchy.
Let's see.
It's kind of
Yeah, I'm gonna take off that maybe right there. Right there. Maybe a hard edit right there, or hard freaking, which I've done before. Let's see how it sounds.
it's kind of branchy in that scoop, so I'm just going to add one more scoop there. And then I am going to just take a Sharpie, and on all 4 sides, I'm just going to make a note.
Okay, cut it there.
Now
And I could probably take out this whole section. That is what? Whatever it is. A little over a second. Let's see.
now we just go ahead and go through that and do it again. And I'll fast forward through that.
Let's see. Let's see.
I'll fast forward.
Okay. Don't know what that was, but I will edit that out.
Fast forward through that. Through that. So you
Okay, I can get rid of that. Also,
fast forward through that, so you don't need to sit and watch me drill and scoop at full speed.
okay, so this is where it's going. The 15, well, it's a little choppy right now just because this doesn't really render the speeded up version too well. And it should be stopping any second now.
Okay.
So about a minute left. Let's see how long this takes for me to finish this up.
So now I have some cherry seeds or cherry pits. And these are from store-bought cherries, so not sure if they have the ability to grow. And throw those in.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what I can edit out.
And
Yeah, I can.
just top it off with
I'll leave the end in there. Kind of relevant. X that out.
and just top it off with a little bit more of this soil. And I'm going to put this in an area with a grow light for a few
So I did not end up putting it in a grow light. I just put it outside. Okay, let's see. Try to get that right there, I think. See how that seems. Again, close to 80 degrees. Okay, X.
light for a few weeks. And then once I see that it's sprouting, I'm going to keep watering it. Then we'll go ahead and put those outside. So
Yeah, it's a little. The audio right now is a little choppy because. Well, let's see. Let me run System Monitor and see how much CPU time this is taking. Yeah, so right now it's. Yeah, it's going back and forth. It's using a good 70 to 80% between FFMPEG and there. So, yeah, definitely not going to be able to do the processing of the video.
it's second week of
Okay, let me save it here just in case it crashes. And if the stream itself crashes, I will just end it there. Otherwise, I'll be ending this stream in a couple minutes anyway. because I have things I need to get done, and you've seen enough of this.
May. Hopefully by June I have it ready to go out, and I will give you some.
So I'm doing what they always say not to do in this is I'm doing about half a minute of trailing off into, yes, the video's over, so you can click away. Usually you want to leave it with less than 20 seconds because they'll know it's time to click away once the end screens pop in, because you can only do about 20 seconds of end screen at max. If I can get that under 20 seconds and then it all lines up with the end screens, I didn't even throw it to anything yet.
Updates, not as a video, as a post on my community tab. So go ahead and subscribe so you can take a look at that, or check out some of my videos.
And yeah, I should probably just kill that, but yeah, it's in there. I'm gonna leave it.
On FFMPEG, Linux, Raspberry.
I did add pauses there so I can do the cutaways, or not the cutaways, the overlays with the different items, the call to actions. That may get edited out a little later.
Pico. In any case.
Okay, that Raspberry Pi Pico, that was, let's see how long that is. I think I'm overtasking the system right now. So let's see how long that little section is. That might be one of the last edits I do. A second. Yeah, because I'm right at the end here.
Pico. In any case, thank you for watching. You have a great day.
Maybe I'll just kill that there. Okay, so doing the fine editing, I took about 30 seconds off. And yeah, just I could hit X or delete. It's the end of the video. Just make sure that this doesn't end too abruptly.
You have a great day.
So it ends at 4:38. So 4:18 is when the end screens start coming in. Well, if I do the full 20 seconds. Let's see, 4:18. I'm going to go right here. Let's see what I'm rambling about here.
Updates, not as a video, as a post on my community tab. So go ahead and subscribe so you can take a look at that, or check out some of my videos on FFMPEG, Linux, Raspberry Pi, Pico. In any case, thank you for watching. You have a great day.
Okay, so I'm going to save that there. And between now and my next live stream, so I guess I'll do another live stream. So between now and the next live stream, I'm going to fix some of those those uhs off screen, because it'll work a lot better if I'm not doing it. But you saw a basic of how I do it. And then I'll show you about adding in the different items into the playlist. So I'll probably preload all these and then just show you how to add one or two. Let's see, I have files open. Let's see, is there anything here that would be relevant? Probably not. I don't feel like going through all my files right now. Let's see. In the stream folder, possibly. And of course I'm doing exactly what I said I wouldn't be doing, which is going through everything. I think I added the not really anything. Nothing that I would normally add. Yeah, so you just take it, you throw it in here, and that's how you throw it into the playlist. And then they always add static images as a 4-second item, and I'm not gonna add this in right now. So save it with the playlist, and I'll show you how to add audio track next time. So let's go ahead. I saved that. I should be able to close it without giving me a warning. Okay. And what I am going to do is, like I do in most of my live streams, is I'm going to end it with that break video. So I'll put the break video there. And then as soon as the break video starts playing, I will run end, and end should just close this out. I'm getting a codec error, and I've gotten this a couple times. Whatever. It's stuff I still need to play with. So I'll leave you with the countdown video. And go ahead and make this week's video for the overlay now that I've tested it, and it's actually worked out pretty well. So thank you for watching. You have a great day.